Alright, so I just handed out maps to you guys and I asked you to work with your partner to look at the lines that are on the map. They are a type of coordinate grid. How do you think people can use this coordinate grid? Talk with your partner and try to figure out how people use coordinate grids on maps. Just go ahead and talk with your group.
Equator because there's a line and you can see the line easier. And then it's easier to find states maybe because like the little squares can help you find
So what do you think people use these lines for? Because this looks like a giant coordinate grid.
maybe to guide them or like
Guiding them is definitely a great idea, yeah, to help them know where to go. Okay. Alright, so we looked at our desks, we plotted them on a coordinate grid, tried to figure out where they were, and then you guys just looked at maps with your partners. What did you figure out about the lines, the coordinate grids on the map? What can they help people do? Eric?
They can help like guide people.
Help to guide people, that's awesome. TJ?
They have two things. Help to find the equator easier and help to like if like there's a square over like the eastern shore, you can say that square. Actually, and the scale measure. The scale measure, I think it's called, when the one box equals like 100 miles.
Great job. Noah, what do you think?
One of the things like splitting the cross and stuff and a lot, you can see like temperatures.
You're close. Those aren't actually temperatures. Those are degrees of latitude and longitude. And those lines are invisible lines that make a coordinate grid on the Earth. Ben, did you have something you wanted to
I had a
add?
few things.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of like our coordinate grid, and it can help us find our coordinates. So, if like you really wanted to find somewhere to go, you can probably type it in your GPS, and it can help you get there.
Absolutely. All right. So we're talking a little bit about.
And
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
kind of also, when you think about it, these lines are also the time zones.
The lines can show you the divisions of time zones. Yes. All right. So we're talking about GIS, and we started with the coordinate grids. It was all about where things were located. And as far as where things are located, particularly if you're talking about maps, our G in this case is going to stand for close. I think I just heard someone say geography. You're very close. George. Oh, see if I can squeeze it. Geographic, which means basically geography. Geographic. Geographic means where is it? We've figured out where these desks are located, right? Where is it? It's in what coordinates in our classroom. But now, what if I want to know more about that desk? What do you think the I stands for? If I want to know more, I want to gather what, Eric? Information. Information. What kind of information could I gather about these desks? What type of information could I gather about these desks? TJ, what do you think?
That starts with an S.
No, it doesn't have to. Don't even worry about the S yet. But what information could I gather about this desk?
Where is it located?
But that's the geographic. We already know where it's located. Who sits here? So that's some information I could gather. Who sits at that desk? Okay.
How big that is?
How big is that desk? Excellent.
What's the desk?
What's on their desk? Okay. What about, I noticed, it sounds like plastic to me, but this is metal. So not only what's on it, but what it's made of. That's different information people might want to gather. And once you gather that information, you can put it into a system. And that system can create maps, charts, all kinds of information to help you see what you're looking for. So if we're looking for information about these desks, we're looking for their attributes, their characteristics. And you guys gave me some wonderful characteristics. You gave me ideas such as, what is the desk made of? You gave me ideas such as who sits there, and someone else said something about the size. How tall is this desk? Because we know not all of our desks are the same height. So let's talk about the two different categories maybe that we can divide these desks in this classroom. Desks could have people that sit there that are boys, or people that sit there that are girls. If we were going to look back at our coordinate grid, what kind of code could we use for that? Because that would take up a lot of space if I'm always writing boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. What type of code could I use to symbolize? I could write B or G. What else could I do, TJ?
Color pink.
Color something pink. Pink would stand for girl, and the blue would be a boy. So since Noah is a boy, his desk would now be blue. And somewhere I would need to make a key.
That's what I was going to say.
Blue is for boy. Okay, this is one of the attributes of this desk. So what I'm going to have you do on your graph paper, since you've already figured out the G, the geographic, the location of these desks, I want you to find the two attributes that we are looking for. What is it made out of? And does a boy or a girl sit there? How can we symbolize what it's made out of? We definitely don't want to have another color in there because that's going to get really crazy and hard to tell the difference. So what's another type of symbol or something that we could use that would symbolize the difference in what it's made out of? I heard somebody say star.
Star and a circle.
A star and a circle. Okay, what do you want the star to symbolize? Plastic or metal?
Metal.
Metal. Okay, I heard metal. The star will be metal. And the circle will be plastic. Now, Noah, can you do us a favor? Give your desk a knock and let us know, is it metal or plastic?
No,
Not the top. What is it made of? Metal. Okay. So, I would also add a star now to Noah's desk. Now I've gathered some attributes, some information. So what I want you to do, the desks that you've charted on your coordinate grid, I want you to collect the data, the attributes of, does a boy or a girl sit there? And is it metal or plastic? Okay, go ahead.
Also, metal.